Well, welcome back. And I felt that I had to come back in and explain something that I don't think I was very helpful, if more confusing to you, talking about the Jeeps. In the other video, I was talking about PI flare and PI alt, and I kind of briefly talked about, the X key and the secondary mouse button, and the difference there, and that I was talking about working a new system for the Jeep to utilize the mines and how it discharges them. Basically, PI flare uses the X key as the designator, and I lifted that subroutine from helicopters and aircraft because, well, they use flares. PI alt is a secondary button that is used in BF, similar to like what's in a tank, where your main fire button is for your main gun and the secondary fire button is like for the coaxial gun in the tank. Again, PI flare is also like utilized in the tank for smoke canisters or the tear gas in Uber for the tanks. So taking that idea, I thought, well, I like the idea of the multi-ammo and so forth on the loadouts. And I was like, well, can I do that with the Jeep? Because I don't like the X key and so forth and so on. Well, I'm in the process of making that kind of happen. I've got a few bugs that I need to work out. And in fact, when I was reviewing the video here just a minute ago, because I just made this, and I noticed something, and I was like, okay, that doesn't jive right. So I discovered another mistake that I gotta correct. First off, we have a mine sitting in the seat with us. And I'm like, okay, what? Okay. That one kind of threw me. I was like, I never noticed that before, but because, well, you normally don't pay attention. But something I'm going to have to fix. Just isn't right. Okay, you'll notice that when I jump in, because I'm now using the PI alt, I can now set up multi-ammo. So when you're in the Jeep and you're driving, you now have the ability to not only discharge mines in groups of 3, because both of these are the ammo loadouts for this version of the Jeep that I'm trying to work out for the Scout Jeeps. Those ammos will be in 3s. So in other words, you could discharge 3 mines and then it'll reload. The same is true with smoke canisters. It'll discharge 3 smokes and then it'll reload. Like I said, got a couple of little bugs I got to work out to get it fully functional the way I want it to. I don't know if I can get it done yet because, like I said, this is all work in process. One of the things you'll notice that once I get in, you'll see your ammo loadout. So there you go. You have your mined and smoke canister, and you'll see that the smoke canister, again, that's a new icon that I made, which is another smoke loadout, which actually is a smoke shell. dug up somewhere in my research. Okay, we're presently set up for mines, and I can be driving and just right click, and as you maybe heard, it is popping a mine. As you can see, I got my indicator, and if I jump out here real quick, there you go, you see the mine is laying back there, and showing external view. There you go, boink boink. Alright, so that was my 3 mines. Alright, if you notice what happened to my reload sequence in the little bar down there, for some reason when I switched to PI Alt, I lost that. Now that's a subroutine that I haven't found yet to get that to work, and I don't know if it's hard coded or what, but it's just one of those things that I haven't figured out. Now another thing is in switching ammo. Now we're on smoke, as you saw there with 1 canister, and we'll change our view. Boink, there we go. It is now popping the smoke, and poinka poinka, there goes my 3, and you can see that I don't have my reload sequence. So that's a little bug that I gotta figure out. And my IK is working good again. So now the bot steers the steering wheel, whereas for some reason there was for a while that the IK got corrupted on the animation, and the wheels would turn, but the bot would still be driving straight. Corrected. Okay, another thing is, again, loadout is functional on the 50 ammo, and I can key select, I can F key select, I can scroll select, so forth and so on. But now another bug that just pops up that I haven't figured out yet, and why this occurs. When I go into the driver's situation, my numericals work as far as the select, but my F key doesn't. I'm sitting here, I'm thumping on my F key, if you can hear, and that's not working. And the other thing is scroll, which works, but after 2 or 3 clicks it'll crash. So again, I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I kind of hope that kind of clears up a little bit of what the PI Alt, the PI Flare, and the other thing I'm working on with the Jeep. So as you can see, I've got a mine in the chair, I've got the icon problem to work out, and the reload on the indicator. So once that's done, that'll be incorporated into all of the Jeeps. Anyway, 8 minutes and 40 seconds coming on 9. I want to get on to the next thing that I want to show you, which will be another vid. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is something to look forward to that I'm going to bring in, and I'll be back in a few with the other vid. Alright,